Okay, I'm back. I'm actually hot too. I'm getting hot. Okay, I'm hoping people come back. Okay, so I should tweet this one out too. Okay, tweet. Why can't I find Twitter? Social media, Twitter. Hello, someone who's there. Tweet. The USB cable popped out Biff. Ugh, out of my mic, and I lost audio. Stream restarted. Tweet. Okay. Hello again. What was I saying when the audio went out? I have no idea. Also, I missed the last couple comments. Also, I cannot remember what I was talking about. Oh man, what was the last thing you heard in the previous live stream? And there's a couple seconds lag. I know this. And then there's typing time. I wonder if I can look up. I know I can look up the live stream, the first live stream I just did. Look it up on YouTube. Mentos. I was talking about the Mentos. What was the thing about Mentos? What was I saying about Mentos? That far back? Whew. Someone the Mentos, they said that they didn't understand English but loved to look at the family. So they didn't understand English but posted in English. They must use Google Translate. Studying Dutch. Oh, I was saying that, yeah, I'm studying Dutch using an app to study Dutch, and that if I had an app to practice kanji, I might do more kanji practice. Hey, Patatube. And then, okay, now I remember what I was saying. Yeah, I would do more kanji practice, but even without an app, I should just read manga. One of my friends, the way he said he got good at reading kanji was to read lots of manga. And I definitely have options for that. I bought a whole bunch of manga, and I've never read it, any of it. That's not true. I might have read one or two. No, that's not true. I did read, I got some Studio Ghibli animation manga. It's like they take actual pictures from the movie and then stick word bubbles on them. And I got one for Sento Chihiro, and I think Nausicaa, and maybe a couple others. And I did read those because I know those stories very well. So it made it easy to read. But I've got just tons of manga here I can choose from, because even with all the ones I bought that are here, actually a lot of that manga I did buy is back in Canada, but even with the ones I have, that's totally dwarfed by the amount of manga my wife has. She's got manga everywhere. We recently bought 4 bookshelves, not huge, but like about that wide by that tall. By this tall from the ground, but I'm on the couch now, so this tall is above the height of the camera angle. And when she was at work, I brought down from our room bags of manga that were just stacked here and there around the room, and I populated the shelves. I filled the shelves. There is no room left on those original 4 shelves. Maybe you can get a couple books in only. So we bought more shelves. Haven't filled those up yet, but I don't think it'll take too long. So I have choices of things to read to practice kanji. I think maybe I'll start with, well, I want to start with 10. Stop chewing on the tunnels. if you can hear that, that's the hamster chewing on the tunnel. I either would start with Kimetsu no Yaiba, possibly, or some of my old manga that I bought like 20 years ago, like Kimagure Renjirodo or something like that. That's definitely some mangas to go with. But I'm more interested in studying Dutch right now, actually. I'm starting to be able to say a few things, not too much. So that was the question. Can I read most? That starts from, can I read most kanji? I was talking about doing the census. One of the census question about the census was, how are the different ways the Japanese government uses the census data? Something about urban planning, but really not too sure. It mostly has to do with figuring out how to serve the population by knowing where the population is and who the population is. Just like every country, I guess. I don't know. Let's see. Trying to find more questions. So many of these comments are non-question comments. I really should have gone through ahead of time and picked them out. But this was kind of a done without planning. Last minute. Looking through. Oh, God. The comment saying, I'm looking thinner. That must be an old comment because I've been putting weight back on recently. That's something else I think I'm going to do. You know, I have found since I stopped doing the Wednesday weigh-in videos that my willpower has been less and my motivation has gone down. I still go for walks, but I go for less walks. And I've been eating way more than I should. So I'm thinking of starting up Wednesday weigh-in videos again, but not on my main channel because I think those really torpedoed viewership. People saw that and said, I don't want to watch this, and stopped watching everything because I've got over 6,000 subscribers, and nowhere near that in regular views. So I drove people away somehow, and I think it was in part Wednesday weigh-ins. So what I'm thinking of doing is in the new year, restarting Wednesday weigh-ins on Wednesday, but on a separate channel, so that really only people who want to, I don't know, give encouragement or see if I'm succeeding or failing can subscribe to that channel, and it'll be there. I'll post a message about it, a link about it somewhere, but I think I have to do that to get myself back, motivated again, because I started at around, was it 108 or 110, came down to 90. What was my lowest? 96 point something, maybe, and I'm back up to 104 something. So I gotta do something, and if making videos about it is the motivation I need, well, then I gotta do that again. But I'm gonna do it on a separate channel. I'll make it Wednesday weigh-in or Sparkus's Wednesday weigh-in. Having the weight number in front keeps me on track. Yeah, I mean, having something to look forward to weekly gave me more motivation. Why does Apple want to update suddenly? Go away. You're slowing down my computer. Hopefully that won't take up too much processing time in the background. Okay. Let's see. Yes, I'm sitting on my nice, lovely IKEA sofa, pulled out. I think if I was single, living by myself in a small place would be fine if I was single, I would get this couch because it would be my couch and my bed. Absolutely. Pop this down. It's a couch in the day. Time for bed. Just pop that back out. Throw on some blankets. Good to go. Who am I kidding? It'd be in bed form all the time. When I lived in South Korea, I lived in a one-room apartment for a year. No couch or anything. I just sat on my bed. Well, I had a chair too. I kind of badgered the place I worked at to give me a chair. Because they gave me this crappy little stool that could not handle someone my weight, and I broke it in a day. really shitty little. Oh, yeah. Anyway, so did you say sake? Yes, I said sake. This is getting old. How far back is this? 3 months ago. That would be about a sake sakura Kit Kat. That was good. I missed those. They're all gone. Someone tell me you should know have opened the incubator. Yeah, it's fine. Getting older, back farther and farther into the videos. Now here's an interesting one. A few months ago, let's see, Daniel Z asked, or could be Z, might be American, I don't know. Do you have any battery storage for your solar to overcome power outages? We do not currently have any kind of battery backup for our solar panels. That's going back a ways. Putting in the solar panels was one of the very first things I posted to YouTube. I climbed up the ladder to my roof, and the people who were installing it were pretty surprised. I guess not many customers are willing to climb up the ladders. I'm fine with it. I love high places. As far as I understand it, when we first got the panels, you couldn't get battery backup systems unless you were willing to completely cut yourself off from the grid. You had to be battery only if you want a battery system then. Now it's changed. We are going to be getting way less money per kilowatt hour than we were promised when the panels were installed once our 10-year contract is up, which I think it is at the end of next month, maybe. And we'll be getting a pittance. So we really should go for a battery backup system, but they're expensive. And yeah, I don't know what's going to happen with that. We've got to look into our options, but it's just with all this. Sometimes I wish we'd never put the solar panels on, honestly, because we wouldn't have to bother with all this crap. I mean, we still got the loan for the solar panels isn't finished yet, and we're not going to be getting any money for our electricity, or hardly any. And then we got to take out another loan to buy a battery backup system. I don't like it. Let's see. 3 months ago, Nicholas Scott asked, "Where are you from?" And I could ask, "Where you learn English?" But I'm from Canada. I'm from Ontario. I could get more specific. Does it matter? From Wellington County, Puss Lynch Township. I grew up on Concession 7. Lot, I have no idea. The house is not there anymore. You can look on Google Map or on Google World, the satellite view, and you'll just find nothing. Actually, I think there's maybe a built-up earthen berm, artificial hill where the house used to be, I think. I'm not exactly sure. I looked, but not a big deal. Let's see. The questions are actually fairly few and far between. Well, if I can't find too many more questions, I might just end it for tonight because we're into tomorrow already here. It's the 30th as of 15 minutes ago. Anyone got some questions? Because I had some ideas and I forgot them. There's other things I was going to do. Oh, Clueless Gamer Girl. Hi, just joining now? Welcome. How are you going? I'm going okay. Or in Dutch, that'd be, shoot. Hoe gaat je? Hoe gaat het? Het is goed. I'm doing good. How am I going? At the moment, I'm not going anywhere. No, I'm going by car. So you're in the future. Yes, I am. Always. Yeah, Japan is plus 9 in the time zone. So there's only like 3 time zones ahead of us. If you're looking at the real time zones and not the stupid crap some people pulled around the year 2000 trying to make their country to be the first one to change date just to try and bring tourists in for the change from 1999 to 2000. It was dumb. So yeah, there's only a few places that are an earlier time. Gamergo says, sorry, I missed your stream. You just commented on the previous stream, didn't you? Yeah. The mic cable came out, lost the sound, had to restart. Even plugging it back in, for some reason, YouTube wouldn't accept the mic back. So I had to restart again, which is really irritating. Sorry about the snorting. YouTube just sent me a notification indicating you are live. Yeah, they keep doing that to me too. I go live, then they email me and tell me, you're live. Or Sparkus has started a live stream. It's like, I'm Sparkus. I know this. I'm the one doing the live stream. Why do you keep telling me these things? I guess it's nice to have some kind of message. Actually, it'd probably be good if someone hijacked my channel and started doing a live stream. I'd know about it. Okay. It's already the 30th here, and it's 2:16 in Australia. Ah, yes. See, Gamer Girl, Clues Gamer Girl, is even more future than I am. I'm in the future for, not really, but I'm in the future for 20 plus 9, 10, 11, 12, plus 12, 20 time zones in the world, but behind 3. And Clueless Gamer Girl is one of them. It's the 30th. It's 2:16 in Australia. Yeah. What are you still doing up? What am I saying? It's a holidays. I was up at like 3 a.m. last night too. 3:30. Yeah, I am getting terrible sleeping hours, awake until all hours, and then getting up late. And although I set an alarm to try and not sleep too long, so I've only had about 6 hours sleep. It's probably why I'm feeling tired. Oh, Lily and I today, the kids are downstairs playing games. We went up to my computer upstairs. We're sitting there. We're watching, and Lily and I are watching The Good Place together. I mean, I've seen The Good Place in its entirety 3 times. Well, I've seen season 1 5 or 6 times or so, but I think this is my 3rd time through season 3, I think, and no, 4th, technically because I watched every episode of season 4 as it came out, and then I would watch it again. Episode 1 came out, I'd watch it 3 days later, watch it again, then watch episode 2. 3 days later, watch episode 2 again. I did that for the entire season, except for the last one, because it makes me cry every time. And so Lily and I introduced her to it. She's loving it. We're in the beginning of season 3, but I was so tired, I leaned over and I fell asleep on her shoulder in the middle of like episode 2 or 3 or 4 of season 3. And she said something and scared me, and I jerked up and almost screamed. It was kind of funny. So I'm probably going to go to sleep early, which for me, early during the holidays means like 1 or 2 a.m. Can't sleep due to an injury I had from a few weeks ago. Oh, are you okay? What did you injure? I hope you get better soon. Holiday is also missing the sleep pattern. Yeah, constantly. Actually, I think they don't mess with my sleep pattern. They bring out my natural sleep pattern. I tend to like to stay up to like 3 or so. Sorry. And sleep until 10 or 11. That just seems to be what my system prefers. But with 4 young kids who have to go off to school and such, it doesn't work out so well. If I had a regular day job that I had to get up in the morning and go work until the afternoon, I could quite easily get back into a slightly earlier sleep schedule. But my work is from the afternoon to the night, which helps to promote a late sleep schedule, which fights against, young kids going off to school. So what I have taken to doing in the past, sometimes, if I really have to, is I'll go to bed, later, get up at 6:30. Oh, excuse me, get up at 6:30, get everyone out the door, off to school, off to work. And then I go back to bed for a couple hours if I have to. And I just got to try and not feel guilty about that. Okay, hold on. Love that series. Oh, yeah. The Good Place. Oh, amazing. If you haven't, I would really recommend the Good Place podcast. It was hosted by Mark Everett Jackson. He played Sean. And it was fantastic. I found it when it was the TV series was just starting into season 2, and the podcast was catching up. They had started the podcast later, and then the podcast goes episode by episode, one episode of the podcast per episode of the show. I'm trying to type in The Good Place because I forgot to resubscribe when I got a new phone, and I don't know if they got any new episodes. But The Good Place, the podcast. Yes, that's the real one. I'm pretty sure. Yes. So generally, it was one episode of podcast per TV show with a few bonuses in there. And unfortunately, it looks like after their last things they did in May, there was nothing else added. So I guess, unfortunately, I can unsubscribe from the podcast. But if you haven't listened to it, it is fantastic. And you'll get behind the scenes stuff. It's hosted by Mark Everett Jackson, who played Sean. And it made me love him all the more. It's amazing. And cast members, crew members, guest star, it's really good. It's a great behind. I loved listening to watching an episode and then going and listening to the podcast a few days later. It was great. So if you do want to listen to it, I would recommend maybe do a rewatch. Watch an episode, watch the first episode, listen to the first podcast. Watch the second episode, listen to the second podcast. It would be great. Second episode of the podcast. Okay, a couple likes on Twitter. New comment on the live stream. Sorry I missed your stream. Oh, that's you again. It's weird. I get emailed by YouTube. I get messaged by the YouTube app. So really, I gotta do some settings sometime to just get one or the other. I keep getting double messages on everything. I worked the afternoon shift many years ago, and my sleeping pattern was exactly like yours. Yeah, it sucks. I'd rather not be an afternoon to the night shift, especially because, when my family's home, I'm out, and that sucks. Have you seen the other series I would recommend? What have I been watching recently? While I was making the cardboard Lion King musical-ish costumes for my kids' concert, I noticed that there was on Amazon Prime. This is Amazon Prime Japan, and what the content they have has no bearing and no relation to content on other Amazon Primes, except for Prime Originals, generally. But they had the two seasons of The Magicians, which were going to be going off Prime within like 2 weeks. And so I binged them as I was making the cardboard, and I really enjoyed it. So that was fun. All the messages happened as well with Twitch. I've never gotten into Twitch. I don't think I ever have watched any Twitch. What was I doing? Oh yeah, I was going to look up what have I been watching. Oh, well, of course, absolutely. If you've got Disney Plus access, The Mandalorian, amazing. Netflix, well, sorry, Netflix in Japan. Not sure about North America or Australia. No, I know I'm not on North America, but I think it's CBS something. But the Star Trek Discovery episodes this year are just fantastic. They've really hit their stride. They're just it's like 3 more days. I mean, I don't want Friday to come quickly because the faster Friday comes, the sooner my holidays are over. But I really want to watch the next episode. So yeah, Star Trek Discovery, Mandalorian, even though second season of Mandalorian has finished. Mr. Iglesias. I have not gotten into part 3 yet, really, but Gabriel Iglesias, the comedian, has a show on Netflix. Mr. Iglesias, it's fantastic, great. Oh, I've been getting into The Ranch on Netflix. Don't watch that if you don't like swearing, honestly, and excessive whiskey and beer drinking. And grumpy old bastards. I mean, seriously, the father on The Ranch, in some ways, slightly reminds me of my father, and how he and my brother didn't get along. You love the Tacos Chronicles on Netflix? Yes, I do love the Tacos Chronicles. I have watched the entire Tacos Chronicles, the original ones. The new, they came out with some new episodes. I'm not sure how many. I haven't watched the new ones yet, but watching the Tacos Chronicles made me want to learn Spanish. And I started doing a little bit of Spanish on Duolingo, but I've been mostly concentrating on Dutch still. I haven't really gotten much farther than yo soy un hombre, or yo bibo agua. It's little bits of Spanish. I'm not very good. But yes, I and watching the Taco Chronicles has really, really made me want to go to Mexico just for the food. After going is safe, of course. What am I saying? I got 4 kids. I have no money. I'm not going anywhere in the near future. I cannot afford international travel. I can not even really afford domestic travel. Bastante bien. I don't know what bastante means. I know that bien is good, but I don't know what bastante means. But those Tacos Chronicles, they look so good. I shouldn't do the fake accent. That's terrible. I'm sorry. I do wish to apologize for that. It came out. It's fine if I'm speaking Spanish to try and sound authentically Spanish pronunciation as I can. But if I'm speaking English, I should not do that. That was not good. We've passed Christmas, but the Christmas Chronicles movie on Netflix is great. Christmas Chronicles 2 that came out this year was not bad. 1 was better, of course. But what else have I been watching? Have you seen the new Jumanji movies? I saw the first one because it's on either Netflix or Amazon Prime. I'm not sure which. I saw the first one. That's with The Rock and Amy Pond. That's her character name from Doctor Who. Who's the actress? Gillian something. Can't remember. But I saw the first one. I haven't seen the second one. I liked it. It was good. And I did not realize that she was in Avengers, or not Avengers. Well, she was in one of the Avengers movies, but I mean, she was in Guardians of the Galaxy. What's the character name? The blue. I can't remember the name, but that's her. I can't believe it. Jack Black. Yeah, Jack Black was great. The Rock, Jack Black, Amy Pond. Can't remember the actress name. But yeah, those are good. I like those. And Star Trek Discovery. Yeah, gotta love that. I do. I want to go back and rewatch season 1 and 2 now of Discovery, but I don't. I mean, the first few episodes, I wasn't really sure about it. I mean, I was definitely there was no way I was not going to watch it, but yeah. What I'm looking forward to is I believe Amazon Prime is going to be carrying Below Decks. Nebula, thank you. Yes, she plays Nebula. But what's the actress's name? Cannot remember for the life of me. Come here, IMDb. IMDb Doctor Who Amy Pond. Thank you. Karen Gillian. Is it Gillian or Jillian? I think it's Gillian. Karen Gillian is Amy Pond. So yeah, Karen Gillian, Rock, Jack Black, and one more guy whose name I don't remember for the main characters. Yeah. So, what were we talking about? Tacos Chronicles, things to watch, new Jumanji movies. Yeah. There were others. I was gonna look at what else was I watching. There was something on Amazon Prime. Oh, it's an original, so it should be around Amazon Prime all over the world. Oh, crap! It has. Kevin Hart's the other guy. Okay, no. What's the Amazon Prime one? Carnival Row. Carnival Row. It has Legolas. Why am I all remember character names today? The guy who played Legolas, the guy who was in Pirates of the Caribbean. Can't remember his name. But Carnival Row was also that's another good show to watch. Limited series, 8 or 10 episodes. Supposed to be coming out with a second season, I think. I hope so, because it really left on a cliffhanger. What's his name? Orlando Bloom. Thank you. See, I am terrible for names, which is not a great thing when you teach people, and I can't remember names. Honestly, I've got these 2 students. Okay, one is, doesn't matter if I say their names because you're not going to know who they are, and it's just a Japanese name to you. One kid is named Ayumu, one kid is named Ayato, and it has literally taken me years to remember which is which. I don't know why. Because, except for the first letter, they're not even the same. Ayumu, Ayato. Okay, so the first 2 letters, A-Y, A-Y-U-M-U, A-Y-A-T-O. But it might have taken me over 3 years to get those kids' names straight. And I don't know why. I'm just so bad with names. Usually it doesn't take me quite that long. That is my worst ever. Oh, and geez, one time I called a kid very close to his name, but instead of his name, I called him by the emperor's name. Or was the previous emperor? Okay, yeah, it happens when you get older. No, this has been my whole life. I have sucked at names forever. I am so bad at remembering names. And then I get into a job that this is just not a great thing. I came to Japan. I started teaching in a school of 800 kids, 24 classes. I would teach each class once every 2 weeks as an ALT. So I would teach any particular class twice a month only. I had no chance of remembering kids' names. I think, now, okay, it's been 20 years, but I can remember 2 kids' names still. And that is it. That's, 800 students per year. You think, there's no way I'm going to remember everybody's name, but per year, I would only remember 3 or 4 kids' names. Actually, I taught a set of twins for 2.5 years that I didn't even know there were twins until the 3rd year, into the 3rd year. and I saw them together in the hall. It's like, what? Hey, what? There's two of you. Because they were always in different classes. They were always split up in different classes. And so it never, and I would only see them. I guess I never taught either of their classes one after the other. So I never realized that I was seeing doubles ever. And this one girl finally, one day in the hallway, they're both there. It's like, hey, there's two of you. Like, yeah, there always has been. Didn't realize. Also, I couldn't read their nameplates, so I wasn't going to remember. When I meet someone, I repeat the name in my mind several times, and it helps. Yeah, of course. I'm bad enough if it's an English name I'm familiar with. I think it's a little bit harder when it's a Japanese name I've never heard before. Because even still, I'm meeting people, and they say, "Oh, your name is such and such." It's like, "Oh, I've never met someone named that before," and I've met thousands of people because of teaching lots of kids in junior high school and elementary school. I have literally taught thousands of students. Can't remember most of their names. And once someone's out of my class, it's going to be lucky if I can remember their name half a year later. And it's not age. It's just I have a brain that's terrible for names. Real names anyway. Character names, I'm doing okay. Amy Pond, Legolas. Actually, I can't think of the name of Orlando Bloom's character in Pirates of the Caribbean right now. I mean, Jack Sparrow. Can't forget Jack Sparrow. Johnny Depp, Jack Sparrow. But how is the COVID situation in Japan? I would have to look up the exact numbers. In my city, there hasn't been a single case for about 3 weeks, I think. The last case was 3 weeks ago. Doing not bad. I mean, we're in a third wave. Things are going up, but I think a hugest portion of that is in Tokyo, which really makes sense because 10% of the population lives in Tokyo, and they're all crammed in together. Having it spread really quickly through Tokyo is not a surprise at all. Let's see. Just have to look it up. But overall, way less. Like total cases in Japan, 224,000 now. Recovered 185,000. Deaths 3,000. But for Fukuoka, 8,433 total cases, 6,756 recovered, 114 deaths. So less than 2,000 active cases. But overall in Japan, it has gone up. But, I was comparing Japan to Canada, and Canada's doing way better than America, but Japan's doing way better than Canada. Like just Ontario has had like twice as many cases, but about 4 times as many deaths. Yeah, so that's not great. Yeah, I'm hoping not to get it. I'm hoping to get a vaccine before getting the actual sick. So my mother got it. She was fine, just loss of smell and taste for a while. I don't know. I have some pluses and some minuses. Apparently O blood types do % better, but men have a 30% higher chance of death. So I'd just like to not get it. That would be great. But not feeling too worried about it here. In Chicago, I mean. And one thing it shows is masks work. Okay. Here in Melbourne, we finished our longest lockdown for around 8 months or more, and now state is almost COVID-free. Yeah, if that's the almost is the dangerous word there. If people get overly lax, it can go from almost free to, boom. So, yeah, let's talk about happier things. Yeah, Corona is. I'm hoping that, you know, not just the vaccine, but other medicines are developed that will take care of things, that will help. Emerstein. Okay, I'm gonna get this name wrong, and I apologize in advance. Is it? I can't see what I'm reading. Is that ERN or EM? Emestein. Ormscliff? Ormscliff? I'm so sorry. We love you. Thank you. I love you guys too. Because excuse me. I'm getting cold again though. I turned the heater off because it was loud above me, but now I'm getting a little cooled down. Time to put the sweater back on. Actually, where did I put it? I'm going to be very warm. Ow, ow, ow. Here we go. Sweater. Here. Put my Christmas present on. Nice bright colors. There we go. Camilo got me this for Christmas, and I love it. And it is very warm. So I'll wear it just because I can. Okay. And I've got like liner with these little thumb things. I've never had something like that before. Great for the gloves. Already feeling warm. Cool. Okay. It's only people coming back from trips interstate. Yeah, I know. My wife and 3 of my kids, they went to visit her younger sister with Camille's parents. I didn't really want them to go, but they were careful and they were okay. They came back safe. No one got sick. But yeah, I just think it's just not worth it right now. You know, stay home, be safe. Any special menu for New Year's Eve dinner? The boys requested we do a Spanish dinner menu. Ooh, can I come? Oh, that sounds good to me. Well, towards the end of the night, yeah, there is Japanese New Year's food. The tradition for New Year's is the 31st at night, around sometime before midnight. You eat toshikoshi soba, which is like end of year soba. So you eat that to end off the year and to bring good luck in the new year. And then generally, the tradition has been for a long time that the women of the household would go into quite the frenzy of cooking for the last few days of the year and make a whole bunch of different dishes that will keep for several days. And then for like the first 3 days of the new year, generally all the food was cold. But this gave everyone a time. This gave everyone a holiday. The women, too, didn't have to go and slave away in the kitchen because all the food was already prepared and everyone ate these different cold foods for the first, second, and third. So I can't remember the word, though. And I think most of that stuff I don't really like. I've had some of it. I'm not I don't know if I'm a huge fan of eating everything cold. A lot of foods I think taste better warm or hot, But that's their menu. But that's not done as much now, I don't think. Some people still do. They do all the preparation and stuff. But if Kumiko doesn't want to cook, I am fine with cooking. No problem. Doesn't bother me at all. It's just her cooking is way better than mine. Nice jacket. Thank you. Yes. Actually, she bought me a different jacket at first. And it was a little small. And we went back and we could have gotten that one sized up one size larger. But she said, but there's all these other ones too. You could try this one, try this one. I had trouble choosing between. I tried this one. And the one she got me was 3L, which should have been fine. I started to lose weight. I went down from a 4L to a 3L generally in shirts. That's Japanese sizes. In North America, I'm an XL. but XL in Japan is small. So we were going to go for the 4L, but then I tried this one and it was a 5L, and it actually felt better. I think part of it is that 4L could have fit a bit, but longer arms. I'm not quite proportioned quite the same as a Japanese person, so I got longer arms. So the 5L worked out better, even though I never wear 5L shirts. I don't know. It's different from company to company. So we switched to this one. I like it. It is really warm, actually. I was boiling in the car. T-shirt and this only, driving yesterday to go to the store, pop by the kids' piano teacher's place to pop off a few boxes of things, and then go to the grocery store, and I was boiling. I had to, on the way back, I took off my coat and was driving in just the T-shirt with a coat on my lap because it was just too hot otherwise. It was nice and sunny yesterday too, though. But this is a very, very good insulation. I will be using this for my nighttime walks as long as the cold weather holds. Let's see. We'll set plates for you and the family. Thank you, but that'll just be clogging up your table space pointlessly. 6 empty plates. Just set one then and say it's for the whole family. You don't have to, though. Just send me the recipes. Yeah. And then I'll do a really bad job of making them. Yeesh. Let's see. I wonder if I can find one or two more old questions, because mostly it's just comments. Can I find the comments? I wish 4-wheel drive was in the UK. Okay. I've been watching because okay. Someone was attacked by a cicada, so they watched my cicada video. Sounds of Summer. Looks so different without the beard. Yes, I have finally gotten used to it. It took a while. I have had a goatee for most of my adult life, since I'm not sure when. In university, maybe? Only occasionally shaving it off, once trying a different style. But with all the mask wearing, facial hair is an irritant. So, shaved off. It looked weird to me for a while, but I've gotten used to it. Oh, we'll send you the recipes. Thanks, Sir Patatube. Oh, and the one you told me about, the stuff that I said is kind of like the version of the base, the stuff you freeze and throw in with chicken. Can't remember what it was called. Please, that too. I look good without it. Thank you. I look better when I started to slim down again. I've been putting the weight back on. This is not good. So, Mrs. Repetitive says, you look better shaved. Well, actually, I got a couple days growth here. I got to shave because Kumiko says, ouch, every time I kiss her. I'm stabbing her with many small daggers. Sofrito. Yes. Send me the sofrito recipe too. I want to try that sometime. That sounds really good. And you explained the whole thing to me, and I don't remember. The only part I remember is freezing it. Oil. Olive oil? Can't remember. Pre-haircut Sweet Tooth Thursday. Okay. Okay. A few people have commented that I remind them of Seth Rogen. I don't see it. I would like to know what you guys watching now think. Do I remind you at all of Seth Rogen? I don't laugh like him. I don't think my voice sounds like him. Maybe when I had a full beard, there might be a little bit more resemblance. But I don't see it personally. I think it's cool. I really like Seth Rogen. But I don't see it. Yeah. A couple more questions, and I'm going to call it a night, I think. If I can find a question. Yeah, I'm not finding any more questions. Oh well. So, okay. No, you don't. You're much more funny. I thank you, gamer girl, but I would think that Seth Rogen's a fair bit funnier. Well, depends on the movie. Like he did a Netflix special, hilarity for charity. Couldn't watch it. I got so bored of it. And Padum says I do look like, or I do resemble. And Emma, am I saying it right? Emmastine or is it Ernestine? Is it an E or an M? What is my? It's an E R. Okay, it is Ernestine. I'm sorry. The font was so squishing it together. It looked like an EMES. Ernestine. A little bit. I liked your beard. I liked my beard too. It'll probably come back at some point, but I have to be able to basically not be masked for the beard to make a reappearance. Hey, get off my computer, fly. Mr. Patrick wants to know what is the last book you read? I am so disappointed with myself. I used to tear through books. I have maybe read 3 books this year. Maybe. And I'm actually in the middle of 3 others. I picked up 3 books. Go, oh my God, I'm too hot now. This is a very good jacket. I am too hot sitting here. I got partway through 3 different books and put them down and didn't pick them back up. But the book I remember finishing last was by a British author, Peter F. Hamilton. Now, which book that was, I can't remember at the moment. List of Peter F. Hamilton's books. Salvation, I think is the one. Salvation. Nope, not that one. That's maybe the one I'm in the middle of. The Abyss Beyond Dreams? It might have been The Abyss Beyond Dreams. That sounds about right. But a Peter F. Hamilton science fiction book. I have got the latest Brandon Sanderson book. And I really wanted to get reading that. I should start reading it. And I don't know why I haven't. I've just, yeah. Ernestine says, just call me Sam. Okay. I'll do that then. If I remember, I'll try. I'm terrible with names. I'll try. The mask is more difficult with beard. It sucks. Have you read the Dune book series? I think I've read all of them. I mean, I've read all of the originals, and I have read, I think, possibly all the ones that his son and some other guy did together, which a lot of people complain about, but I enjoyed. I liked the expanding the universe. But I'm not sure. I haven't actually checked in a couple of years. I might have read all of them, or there might have had some more. There might have been some more that came out that I haven't read yet. But I've read. But basically, I think when they all come out, I want to sit down and read them all in chronological order, not in publishing order, but the actual timeline order. And I'm just curious how interesting that will be. But Dune is the original. The original is amazing. I think if you're into that, I was just on Reddit today, and someone was saying how they struggled to get through Dune and didn't enjoy it. So it's not everyone's cup of tea. I got a friend. He's been on the video a couple times, but he's a speed reader. But he says when he reads a book like that, he doesn't actually see the words. He sees a movie play in his head, and it's completely visual for him. I see visuals in my head, of course, of books when I read them, but I see the words. I know I'm reading the words, but he pretty much experiences that a movie as a movie, and he says it's a different movie every time he reads it, because I guess I don't know. He's speed reading. He's a dyslexic speed reader. It's amazing. Anyway, so yeah, love Dune. She's reading Marina by Carlos Ruiz Zafón. No relation. Marina. I don't know that. I generally just read science fiction and fantasy. I haven't heard of it. It might be interested. I don't know. My husband and I watch you all the time in the UK. Keep meaning to send you a postcard or sweeties to try. Oh, we'd love that. Thank you very much. Actually, we did. I have a mailbag episode to go up, or Patitube sent us some stuff. It won't be in a video because it has been before. I won't. Oh gosh, I remember the movie with Sting in it. Yeah, I watched that recently. It's on Netflix, and I actually bought the DVD of that when I lived in South Korea. Not a great movie. Once when I was a kid, they put an extended version on TV. So extended, it had to be split into 2 days. So it was on 2 nights in a row, and it was total playtime of 4 hours. That's what the commercials in it. And I can't really remember them very well now, but there's a whole bunch of scenes that you just don't get in the original edit. It's kind of interesting, but I have complaints about the movie, of course. And then there was a mini series done? It's already over 10 years ago now, I guess. And like the original, the Sting movie, they got a bunch of things wrong, and then they did this mini series that got some of those right and got a bunch of other things wrong. So there is yet to be a good Dune TV series or movies. So I'm curious what's going to come out next. But there, of course, will be compromises no matter what in either story or plot or something. You cannot put the full book into a 2-hour movie or even a 3-hour movie. But just simple things like the limited series one, they would have the Freeman outside at night with no still suits. It's like, no. These people value water too much to ever be outside, not in a still suit. Anyway, yeah, I know there's a new Dune movie coming out, and so I'm looking forward to it, but I'm still worried about it. Lilia's up to go get a drink. She's not going to be coming onto the live stream. Of course not. Oh, I'm popping my toenail. My toe just popped. I love the books and the movie with Patrick Stewart in it. I'm also excited about the new movie coming out. Yes. Yeah, so I saw the original movie before I ever knew who Patrick Stewart was. I saw the movie. He made really no impression on me. I watched all of Star Trek Next Generation. Loved it. Fed it for a long time. And then I think it was when I bought the movie on DVD in South Korea and watched it. I was like, oh, Picard! So I didn't know who he was the first time through. Young Picard! Still bald. That was good. Yeah. So curious how that's going to go. Long. Yeah, that long 4 hours would be very long. We started watching Kimetsu anime because of Lilia and you. Ah, yes. Good stuff, isn't it? Enjoying it? Yeah, because we did the the Kimetsu no Yaiba Sweet Tooth Thursdays, 2 of them. We've got one more. We still got to do that. Just you and me.
Really?
We've got one more. It's over there. It's in the kitchen. Some corn snack maybe. Something. I don't know. And then the Kimetsu no Yaiba train. Yeah. And so Ernestine Ormscliffe, or says just call him Sam. I've been watching Kimetsu no Yaiba anime because of us.
Who does
what?
he or she like?
Oh, okay. Lily wants to know, who is your favorite character? Lilia's is definitely Tanjiro.
Yes.
Mine, yeah, pretty much Tanjiro. Yeah. That train was amazing. Yeah, would have nice to been on it.
I guess there's a second time going on right now.
What's what? You can talk into the microphone. You're not on the camera.
I guess there's a second one going on right now.
Well, it's not a second train. It's the same train second time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh, careful. I don't want to knock that cord out again. I had to restart the live stream because I knocked the cord out and I couldn't reconnect the microphone, so I gotta be careful. Yeah. It looks like I've got new anime to binge watch. Oh yeah, it is good. And Lilia got a couple Kimetsu presents for Christmas.
Was it what? I don't know.
No, the character books and the sword.
Then.
4?
Yeah, the pin.
Oh, the pen clip thingy.
Yeah.
That's a mine. That was a stocking stuffer, yeah. But I got Lilia a Tanjiro's katana cosplay version of it, like a foam and plastic one. And she cradled it for over an hour after opening it. I said over an hour. Yes, much over an hour. While she's going through the character books, the sword is there. And,
not only the character books, but the other books that I got for Christmas.
And the other books, yes. She got other manga, reading them. One sword is right there the whole time. And I'm going to make a display stand for it.
Yeah.
And that will be a video too. Okay.
I guess I'm going to show the...
Oh, I'll be showing it, yeah. So, yeah, the train is going... Is it going farther north this time now?
I don't think so.
Is it still running around here?
I don't know. Because...
pop.
Where I usually go...
the station.
It said it's selling the tickets.
Okay, look it up again, and next time you see it, just take a picture or something, and we'll go watch it again.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll go watch the train again. Maybe set up more cameras this next time.
I'll try to do a little more.
Well, you don't be on the near side. Lilia took video actually, and I didn't include it because she thought, oh, I'm going to stand right by the train so I'm as close as possible, which meant she got terrible video because you're too close up to the train.
Not only because it was too close, the camera was not working well and it was glitching.
Oh, yeah. Lily had a problem with her phone for some reason.
Maybe
don't know
low
why.
battery. It was like only 8% left.
8%?
Yeah, when
I've taken video up to 1%. I've pushed it. I've taken video to the point where my camera overheated and shut down the whole phone. Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah. Of course, it was in the middle of summer, and we were down at shrine by the sea down in Miyazaki. Beautiful shrine. That video is also on. Can't remember the shrine name. Miyazaki. Yeah. It's the one where you by the sea and you throw clay balls into the rock, the hole in the rock. You were small. That was.
Tori in the sea?
No, that's something else. No, that's in Itoshima. That's in Itoshima.
Oh, that's scary.
No, but yeah, check that video out if you'd like to. A Miyazaki shrine. Oh, what's it called? I can't remember. It's a good video though. Yeah, well, it's a good shrine. It's an okay video. Let's see. Oh, Sam says only just started watching, but they'll tell you when they get into it. So haven't chosen their favorite yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh, Mrs. wants to know what is the difference between anime and regular Japanese cartoons? Is there a distinction, or are they all considered to be the same, i.e., anime? Okay.
What?
We're getting into a language lesson now. What's the difference between anime and regular Japanese cartoons? That's no. Anime is taken from the word animation. Animation changed in the Japanese becomes animation and shortened to anime. That is the Japanese word for all animation. But the word anime, pronounced anime, in the English-speaking world, now means any animation that comes from Japan. So, yes, it has gotten that popular that anime and manga, that one's really bad, manga is the proper pronunciation, in the English-speaking world mean Japanese animation and Japanese comics. So, inside of Japan, it's all just anime and manga, no matter what country it's from. If you're talking Disney stuff, they're still going to call it anime.
Yeah.
You know, because that's the Japanese word for animation. So it only means Japanese animation when you're outside of Japan speaking English.
Okay.
Yeah. I think I just broke Lily on that
No,
one.
no,
You got it? You got it?
I
Okay,
got
good.
it.
Yeah, okay.
I'm just thinking that if I go to different countries, like English-speaking countries, and I say like Disney is anime too, right? And
You'll really confuse them.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't say Disney is anime outside of Japan. No.
I'm glad to know that now.
Okay, there you go. So yeah, and the Avengers are not manga; they're comics.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll try to remember that.
Yeah. So anything from Japan is anime or manga. Outside of Japan and inside of Japan, it's all anime and manga.
Yeah.
If you're speaking Japanese, that's the difference.
And
There isn't one. Yeah. Well, there is and isn't. There's only a distinction outside of Japan. Yeah. Let's see. I'm falling behind on these comments. Let's see. It's all the same. Oh yes, I'd love to see that train again. It was a good video, but it'd be cool to see again. Yeah, I think we'd maybe go to a different location. If we actually go one, not the station, but one crossing down farther, I think I get a much longer view, much longer time to see it. If we go down to the levee and watch it come across the river.
Who had the Tanjiro cosplay kid thing?
What?
The
Tanjiro cosplay kid?
Fumikiri?
I'm talking about going to see the train again.
Yeah, I know.
If we go to the levee beside the river, then you can see the train come for a long distance and come across and cross the river. Go down to the Sataka side of the river, across the river, before the train would get to. You could get a much longer time to see the train.
Now I get it.
Yeah, we really should have gone there the first time. We'll go there if we can find a time for it. If we can figure out when the schedule is, we'll go there and get longer video of it. I would really like to take the action camera and put it in the middle of the tracks and let the train go right over top of it. But I'm pretty sure that would be probably breaking some kind of laws.
That's illegal.
You think it is?
I think that
I'm pretty sure I would need permission to put a camera.
Only going into the track, I think it was illegal or something.
Oh, I mean, I would just like put it on the road or something, but it's something I would like to do, not something I'm going to do. I'm not going to be that stupid about it.
I think if the person who's
you guys hear
driving
me?
it,
Yeah,
sees it, I think she or he gonna stop it.
Oh no, I mean I would turn the camera on, leave it several minutes before the train got there.
Yeah, but
it would be down between the ties. No, I'm not planning to. I was saying if I was going to do something like this, it is quite easy to place it where it would not be in anything's way. It would just be no different than a rock that's between the ties. But like I said, that's something you would want to get permission from JR for, and they probably wouldn't do that. So that's not going to happen. So yeah, maybe we'll go to the train if we can figure out the schedule. Go see the train again. From what I understand, it's treated the same. It's strongly based on art style. Well, yeah. It's like salsa in Spanish, which means sauce. Oh, okay. So yeah, salsa means sauce. So I guess in Spanish, even ketchup would be salsa or oh, now I can't think of the word in English. Tartar sauce would be salsa. Because if salsa just means sauce, then any kind of sauce is salsa.
The salsa sauce is.
Well, salsa to in English, salsa means that spicy stuff you dip your tortillas in. Oh God, now I want salsa. I want tortillas and salsa. I haven't had it in ages. When you can find in the stores, small jars cost too much, only mild.
You like spicy.
I like spicy.
But I think for me it will be really spicy.
I would like some spicy right now. I might open up my nose. I'm a little stuffed up. I don't think we have any kimchi right now.
Didn't you buy any?
No, didn't buy it.
Okay.
No. Salsa. Yep. I would love to see you both in cosplay on the train. Well, we don't have tickets for the train, so we're not going to be on. And the cosplay. What character is tall and kind of chubby? The only really tall guy is the guy who's crying all the time, and I don't like him. He's all, I don't want to cosplay as the crying guy.
White hair. This has a red flower thingy on the eye.
I don't know.
No.
I think I should just make up some demon costume and cosplay as a demon. And then she'd chase me around with her sword. Die, demon, die! You know?
Can you know?
Yeah.
Without the wig.
Yeah. Just don't hit me in the neck. No, you gotta have the wig on, man. You gotta have the wig. You gotta do the right hair. You got the earrings. You got the sword. Now you just need like seifuku and then the jacket.
Not the jacket. It's haori.
Well, it's a jacket. I don't know what the hell a haori. I don't know that word. Haori.
Haori.
Okay. Sounds like a girl's name.
No.
Kaori is a girl's name.
Yeah, but
Haori is very close. Yep. Ketchup, tartar, spaghetti sauce are all salsa. Ooh, I could. Ooh, mixing some salsa into my spaghetti sauce sounds good.
Seriously?
Yeah, but if you change that into Spanish, it's weird. Mixing some spaghetti salsa, mixing some salsa into my spaghetti salsa. Yeah, I'm saying mixing some sauce in my spaghetti sauce. It is sauce. How can you mix in sauce? It doesn't make any sense. It's fun having Lilia here. I break her up all the time. It's so much fun. Actually, sitting up like this is killing my back. I think I'll lounge now. I can bring the microphone closer by. Okay, what? Try not to lose the cord, yeah. You should cosplay as one of the girl demons.
Who?
Who?
One of the. Oh, I can't say that.
Oh, it's something from the movie?
No, that anime, so I can't say that.
Oh, you don't want no spoilers for people who are watching. Yeah. I was just thinking, just like name one like this, something like the Spider Family demon. I could do up something like the Spider. I don't not say the father, just in that style. I could just be like Spider Cousin. Spider Cousin. Yeah. Doesn't have to be named. I'm sure he went through lots of other family members. Yeesh. Kosovo, yeah. But what other girl demons are there? Most of the demons were male.
I can say a few, but...
Nah, it's okay. Yeah.
And one of them you don't know yet.
Well, I haven't seen the movie, and the manga goes a lot farther than the first...
It's already done.
Yeah, I know the manga's finished, but the first season of the anime is how many issues of the manga?
6, 7.
6 or 7? And there's 23.
And
the movie is
8.
8. Okay. So the first series and the movie cover a third of the manga.
So like 15.
Well, I hope they don't do another movie. I want them to just do TV series for the rest.
But the last bit of the manga, I really want it to be a movie.
I'm sure they would finish it off that way. If it becomes as big a moneymaker as some of them have, they might just keep going with the anime, even if the manga is finished. They might make up their own stories after that, which is never as good a quality.
Yeah, but I'm very sad that it finished.
Yeah.
I really wanted a little more.
Yeah, I'm surprised it has finished. I mean, but bring it to a close when it is time to finish it is a good thing. Not like some others that really got to love the money and just kept going like Drag On Ball. Yeah, Dragon Ball. Drag On Ball.
How about
What?
Detective Conan?
Conan, I never got into. Don't plan to.
Yeah, but
and it sounds like it's just gone on way too long.
Next manga is 98.
98. There are bigger ones.
I know.
Oh God, One Piece. They're past episode 800 something in the anime. It's crazy. Yeah. Well, if there are no more questions, I think it's about time to call this with the first 15 minute and this hour and 15. Yeah, Naruto. You think it's gone on too long? Although now it's into a second or third different series. Like, I think is Naruto's son anime.
I've never seen Naruto.
I watched it up until they, I guess it became Naruto Shippuden, and I lost interest. Naruto and One Piece suffer from the same problem. It's like you get to the big dramatic fight, and then it takes like 3 or 4 or 5 flipping episodes to get through this one fight. It's like, oh, God, oh.
Dragon Ball too. I was watching Dragon
God,
Ball.
yeah. I hate.
When are you gonna?
I hate when they do that.
Them?
It's like
Too much like
fight. Inner monologue about how I must overcome this person. Fight. Flashback to how I learned this skill. Fight. Just shut up and beat the crap out of the guy already.
Yeah, and Dragon Ball, like Goku tries to do a very big thing.
Yeah.
And it takes like 2 or 3 episodes to do it.
Yeah, that's what's called drag on ball. But yeah.
So I lost interest for Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, well,
I think I'm gonna go to Dragon Ball Super.
I have no interest in getting started in Dragon Ball ever, and it's very unlikely that I will ever start up Naruto again, or I don't know, maybe even One Piece. I don't know, because I'm back at like episode 170 something, and it's over 800. Yeah.
You're gonna take a long.
Oh, it's so far behind. I think you were a baby when we stopped watching.
You told me that.
Yeah. Anyway, I think it is time to shut down for the night. Thank you guys for joining me and Lilia off camera.
Really to go to bed.
Yeah, weren't you asleep?
Yes, I was, but I woke up because
Because I was thirsty. So I hope you've enjoyed this live stream and Lilia's interesting English. If you could hear it, I'm not sure how much this microphone picks up of Lilia being a meter and a half away from the microphone. Okay. So it was great to chat with all you guys too. Everyone have a good night, and we'll see you again sometime soon. Hopefully I'll have a couple more videos up before the new year drops. The new year drop? The new ball drops? Yeah. If I get my act together, I can at least get one more Sweet Tooth Thursday up. Okay. Sleep well. Thank you. Everyone have a good day, night, wherever you happen to be. Clueless Gamer Girl, I hope you feel better soon, recovering from whatever injury you have. And it's like after 3 a.m. where you are, you really got to get to sleep. Night all, or good day, or whatever. Bye-bye.